This is video 2 of the magazine interior, 4-page interior. I'm on step 10. This is an update from, we were placing the Japanese flag in here, but that I found was offensive to some folks. So I've replaced that with something different. So what I'll do is just show you how to place that in here. So I'm going to go up to File, Place. There we are, File, Place. And then I'm going to have to navigate over to the unzipped folder. So you download a zipped folder and then you will unzip it. And this will be removed, so you won't see the Japanese flag in there anymore. You may see it in other parts of the video, but you will not see it in yours. So that I'm doing my best to remove that. So what you do is you click this cherry blossom and choose Open. Now, if we were to put this on the master pages, we would see cherry blossoms on all 4 pages, but we only want it on page 2, 3. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to zoom in and put my cursor up to the top corner, click and drag, and then I'm going to release it in this bottom corner. So this is what we're seeing right now, and we're going to have type go over this. So the problem is with anytime you put type over an image or a picture, the picture or image has to be screened back so the type can be read. Right now it's much too strong. It's also covering up our folio and our page numbers, so we need to make an adjustment for that. So what we'll do is we'll go into layers. We'll create a new layer, which is layer 2. I'm going to put that underneath layer 1, and you can see with this object that I have selected it's on layer 1 right now because it shows up as a little indicator that something is selected. So I'm going to drag that down to layer 2, which is underneath 1. And because it's under there now the image is underneath layer 1 where our folio and our page numbers are. We'll zoom in so you can see what's going on there. Yeah, so now we can see our folio and page numbers, which is great. The next thing we need to do is screen this image back, and they call it screen. It's an old term, but we just want to change the opacity of it. So what I'm going to do is go into properties, I'll go to opacity, and then really the opacity that is kind of set that I've been told from printers and from others is that, and from my own experience, is that 15%, if you screen it back to that percentage, then type can easily be read over the top of it without really any interference, because this is solid black, this dark part, and if we were to put some type over that, you can see it's pretty easily read over the top. I'm never a big fan of type going over the top of screen back images, but that it does happen, and this is how to handle it. Okay, so then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so the next little bit is we're going to deal with some pictures. So I'm going to place my big manga character on the back. What step is this? Step 19. So I'm going to go in InDesign, File, Place again, and I'm going to go grab that manga character and just drag it and place it right in here. Now I can adjust the size of this thing by clicking on this item here. Now right now he is in the bottom layer, and I don't necessarily want him there. Let's just bring him back. Oh, I see. It's trying to separate that. Let's just bring it up like this. Okay. All right, so this allows me to adjust the image instead of the frame. So if I click this, you can see a new selection just came up. And I'm not adjusting the frame now, I'm actually adjusting the image. You can see that because the character is cut off. If I click and hold, you can see how that sits in the frame a little bit. And I want it just to the edge, and then on this side, I'm going to go just to the edge here. Okay, great. That's how we'll place that. And then I'm going to, since we're placing images, I'm going to go to page 1 and place this rising sun in here. Control D is the shortcut. Double click, and I'm going to click and drag to put that in place. And that's where we'll end. I'll start the next bit with my next video 3.